Hi guys, welcome back to ABG Spoken English classes. Today we are going to discuss the first lesson question answers a wrong man in workers paradise. A wrong man in the workers paradise question answers we are going to discuss now. Let us start question answer discussing. The first question, answer briefly the following. Choose the answer from the alternative given below. The man indulged in mad whims who considers the man's works as mad whims. The answer is the people in workers' paradise. ಆ ಒಂದು ಕೆಲಸಗಾರರ ಸ್ವರ್ಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ಮಾಡುವಂಥ ಕೆಲಸಗಳನ್ನು ಮ್ಯಾಡ್ ವಿಮ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಲಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ದ ಕಂಪ್ಯಾರಿಸನ್ ಇನ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಾ 3. Some boys compared to the artist. They're not studying compared to he is wasting all his time in painting, yet passing in the test compared to going to heaven. Next question is, the question is given here, question number 3. When the man say, we haven't a moment to spare. When the men say, we haven't a moment to spare, it means that ಇದರ ಅರ್ಥ ಏನು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಲಾಗಿದೆ. ದೇ ಆರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಪ್ರೌಡ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಬ್ಯೂಸಿ. ಅವರು ಕಾರ್ಯನಿರತರಾಗಿರುವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೆಮ್ಮೆ ಪಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಥವಾ ಸಂತೋಷ ಪಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. ವೈ ಈಸ್ ದ ಟೊರೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ ವರ್ಕರ್ಸ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಡೈಸ್ ಸೈಲೆಂಟ್. ಆ ಒಂದು ವರ್ಕರ್ಸ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಡೈಸಲ್ಲಿ ಹರಿಯುವಂಥ ಒಂದು ತೊರೆ ಅಥವಾ ಒಂದು ನದಿ ಯಾಕೆ ಶಾಂತವಾಗಿ ಹರಿತಾ ಇತ್ತು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇಟ್ ಡಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಇನ್ ಮೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಅ ಸೌಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ತನ್ನ ಶಕ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ಕಳೆದುಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂಥೇಳಿ. ದ ಗರ್ಲ್ಸ್ ಹೇರ್ ವಾಸ್ ಕೇರ್ಲೆಸ್ಲಿ ಡನ್. ದಿಸ್ ಇಂಡಿಕೇಟ್ಸ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್, ಇದು ಏನನ್ನ ಇಂಡಿಕೇಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಲಾಗಿದೆ. ಶಿ ವಾಸ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಒನ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ ಹರ್ ವರ್ಕ್. ಅವಳಿಗೆ ತನ್ನ ಕೆಲಸದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತ್ರ ಆಸಕ್ತಿ ಇತ್ತು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ವೈ ಡಿಡ್ ದ ಗರ್ಲ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಸೈಲೆಂಟ್ ಟೊರೆಂಟ್ ಫೀಲ್ ಸಾರಿ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಮ್ಯಾನ್. ಆ ಒಂದು ಸೈಲೆಂಟ್ ಟೊರೆಂಟಲ್ಲಿ ನೀರು ತುಂಬ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬರ್ಲಿಕ್ಕಂಥ ಹೆಣ್ಮಗಳಿದ್ದಾಳಲ್ಲ, ಅವಳ್ಯಾಕೆ ಆ ಮನುಷ್ಯನ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಒಂದು ಫೀಲ್ ಆಗ್ತಾಳೆ ಅಂತೇಳಿ. ಶಿ ನೋಟಿಸ್ಡ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಹಿ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ನೋ ವರ್ಕ್ ಟು ಡೂ. ಅವನಿಗೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ಕೆಲಸ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವಾಸ್ ಸಿಟ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಇಡಲ್. ಆತ ಸೋಮಾರಿಯಾಗಿ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದ ಆ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕಾಗಿ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಮುಂದಿನ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಬರ್ತಾಯಿದೆ. ಕ್ವಶನ್ ನಂಬರ್ 7 ನೋಡೋಣ. ಕ್ವಶನ್ ನಂಬರ್ 7. ದ ಗರ್ಲ್ ಸ್ಕ್ಯಾನಿಂಗ್ ದ ಪೇಂಟೆಡ್ ಪಾಟ್ ಆಟ್ ಹೋಮ್ ಸೀಕ್ರೆಟ್ಲಿ. ದಿಸ್ ಲೈನ್ ಇಂಡಿಕೇಟ್ಸ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್. ಆ ರಾತ್ರಿ ಆ ಹೆಣ್ಣು ಮಗಳು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾಳೆ, ಆ ಪೇಂಟೆಡ್ ಪಾಟನ್ನು ಅಂದರೆ ಬಣ್ಣವನ್ನು ಬಳೆದಿರುವಂತಹ ಆ ಒಂದು ಮಡಿಕೆಯನ್ನು ಸೀಕ್ರೆಟಾಗಿ ರಹಸ್ಯವಾಗಿ ನೋಡ್ತಾಳೆ. ಇದು ಏನನ್ನ ಸೂಚಿಸ್ತದೆ ಅಂಥೇಳಿ. ದ ಗರ್ಲ್ ವಾಸ್ ಅಫ್ರೇಡ್ ಟು ದ ಎಲ್ಡರ್ಸ್ ರೆಬ್ಯೂಕ್. ಆ ಹೆಣ್ಣು ಮಗಳೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ದು ಅಂದರೆ ಹಿರಿಯರು, ಆ ಒಂದು ಮನೆಯ ಹಿರಿಯರು ನೋಡಿ ಬೈಕೊಂಡಾರೆ ಅಂಥೇಳಿ ಮತ್ತು ಟೈಮ್ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ ಅಂಥೇಳಿ ತಿಳ್ಕೊತಾರೆ ಅಂಥೇಳಿ ಅವಳು ಸೀಕ್ರೆಟಾಗಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ದಳು. ದ ಹರ್ರಿಂಗ್ ಪೀಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಗರ್ಲ್ ಬಿಕೇಮ್ ಲೆಸ್ ಹರಿ ಬಿಕಾಸ್. ಭಾಳಷ್ಟು ವೇಗವಾಗಿ ನಡೆಯುವಂಥ ಹೆಣ್ಣು ಮಗಳು ಈಗ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನಿಧಾನವಾಗಿ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದ್ದಾಳೆ. ಏಕೆ? ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ಲೆಸ್ ವಾಸ್ ಸ್ಲೋಲಿ ಬಿಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ಫುಲ್. ಮೊದಲು ಅರ್ಥ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಈಗ ಸಾವಕಾಶವಾಗಿ ನಿಧಾನವಾಗಿ ಅದು ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣ ಅರ್ಥವಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂಥೇಳಿ. ವೈ ಡಿಡ್ ದ ಎಲ್ಡರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ವರ್ಕರ್ಸ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಡೈಸ್ ಬಿಕೇಮ್ ಆ್ಯಂಕ್ಸಿಯಸ್. ಆ ಒಂದು ಕೆಲಸಗಾರರ ಒಂದು ಸ್ವರ್ಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಏನು ಹಿರಿಯರಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವರು ತುಂಬ ಚಿಂತೆಯಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಆತಂಕದಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಯಾಕೆ? ಮೋರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮೋರ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಇನ್ ವರ್ಕರ್ಸ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಡೈಸ್ ಬೈ ಬಿಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಇಡಲ್. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲಸಗಾರರ ಒಂದು ಸ್ವರ್ಗದಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಜನರು ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅವರು ಇಡಲ್ ಕೆಲಸಗಾರರಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ವೇಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ದೇರ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಆನ್ ಪೇಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸ್ಕಲ್ಪ್ಚರ್. ಅವರೆಲ್ಲರೂ ತಮ್ಮ ಸಮಯವನ್ನು ಪೇಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡುವುದರಲ್ಲಿ, ವಾಸ್ತುಶಿಲ್ಪ ಮಾಡುವುದರಲ್ಲಿ ಕಳೀತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ದ ಗರ್ಲ್ ಫಾಲೋಸ್ ದ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ ಔಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ವರ್ಕರ್ಸ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಡೈಸ್. ದಿಸ್ ಸಜೆಸ್ಟ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ದ ಗರ್ಲ್. ಆ ಹುಡುಗಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾಳೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಆ ವರ್ಕರ್ಸ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಡೈಸಿಂದ ಆ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ಹೊರಗೆ ಹಾಕಿದಾಗ ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ನಡೆಯುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸಾ ನ್ಯೂ ಪಾಸಿಬಿಲಿಟೀಸ್ ಓಪನ್ ಅಪ್ ಬಿಫೋರ್ ಹರ್. ಹೊಸ ಹೊಸ ಸಾಧ್ಯತೆಗಳು ಅವಳ ಮುಂದೆ ತೆರೆದುಕೊಂಡವು ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಅರ್ಥವನ್ನು ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ. ವಾಟ್ ಡಸ್ ದ ಲೈನ್ ದ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ ನೆವರ್ ಬಿಲೀವ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ಮೇರ್ ಯುಟಿಲಿಟಿ ಮೀನ್ಸ್? ಇದರ ಅರ್ಥ ಏನು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಲಾಗಿದೆ. ದ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ ಅಪ್ರಿಸಿಯೇಟೆಡ್ ದ ಬ್ಯೂಟಿ ಇನ್ ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದೋಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಆಟ್ ದ ಸೆನ್ಸಸ್ even though they were not useful for any activity. What changes occur in the girl's behavior or attitude at the following stages in the story? Before she agreed to give her picture the wrong man, when the wrong man offered to draw pictures on her picture, the girl was slightly angry because she thought pictures did not help in making a picture more useful. After she gave her picture to the wrong man, after the artist drew lines and colors on her picture, the girl was puzzled and their meaning. She was very much attracted by the drawing, looked at it again and again. She was so impressed by it that the next day she walked slowly to her work and engrossed in thinking about the colors and lines. When the wrong man offered to make ribbons for her, the girl offered her ribbons more readily than before and used the ribbons immediately too. She had to spend more time tying them, and this resulted in a lot of time getting wasted. When she followed the wrong man out of the workers' paradise, the girl no longer has attracted to go with the wrong man. She went running after him, asking him to stop for her. Her love for art was total. At the end of the story, there is a complete change in the girl's attitude to life. Who should the credit go to? Firstly, the artist has the ability to draw very well and attract the attention of the others towards his art. Secondly, though the girl is not immediately ready to give attention to his art, she is open-minded enough to consider it when he draws on her picture. After paying more attention to his art, she became so impressed with it that she is ready to go with him when he leaves the workers' paradise. Close study. Read the following extract carefully, discuss in pairs, and then write answers questions given below them. But the moving finger raise even in heaven. What does moving finger means here? It can mean God or fate that keeps an account or record of everything that a man does. What figure of speech used moving finger? Metonym. What does the sentence mean in the context? Even in heaven, records are kept. Further to everything is expected to the perfect. In heaven, mistakes are made. As a princess sees a lonely beggar and is filled with a pity, so the busy girl of heaven was filled with a pity. Who is compared to a lonely beggar? The artist. Why was the girl filled with a pity? The girl was filled with a pity to see that the artist had no work. How did the girl offer to help him? She offered him work, which she set out for the torrent, and next day her hurrying feet were a little less hurried than before. What had happened the previous night? She had examined the lines and colors drawn by the artist on the picture for a long time and was now engrossed in thinking about them. What does hurrying feet suggest? Since there were no thoughts worrying about her mind, her feet were moving fast. Why did they become less hurried? She was lost in her thoughts about art. Paragraph writing discuss in pairs or groups of for each answer of the following question. The man in workers' paradise had a lot of work to do, happy to do that work. No pleaser is just standing and chatting for a long time with one another. The artist was involved in visualizing all imaging beautiful picture which he wanted to transform onto some surface. The artist found pleasure in art, whereas the people in workers' paradise found pleasure in working. Paragraph you write like this: the men in the workers' paradise had a lot of work to do and they were happy to do that work. They were glad to mention the huge amount of work they had, hence, they found no pleasure in just standing and chatting for a long time with one another. So next one, they found happiness in no activity other than work. The artist was involved in visualizing and imaging beautiful picture which he wanted to transfer onto some surface. Hence, he left working would distract his mind, which was full of colorful images. The artist found pleasure in indulgence in art, whereas the people in workers' paradise found pleasure in working. They had totally consisting lifestyles. Answer 2. The world of an artist filled with color and design. The world in the workers' paradise filled with only work. Totally extreme worlds. Neither is good. The two worlds should came together. Paragraph. The word of the idol, an artist, is a world where the man has no time to spare for any work. He spends his time standing by a stream or painting some object which has no meaning or purpose. On the other hand, in the world of workers' paradise, men are bused at the work, busy at the work. They have no time to spare for recreation or painting. To them, time is precious and they have too much to do. Neither word is good. A life of idleness does not do any good. Working all the times with no breaks or entertainment is not good either. We should opt for a world where work and recreation are balanced. Next question is have a debate in classroom on the following topic: aesthetic versus utility. You can make use of following points. Here following points are given. Answer you see here. Paragraph. When the individual creates art for the sake of art, his mind and soul are satisfied. He has done justice to his imagination and ability to create art. But even an artist has to survive, for which he needs food, clothing, and shelter, hence should be ready to part with his products of art in exchange for money. However, he can't create art only for the sake of earning money. So next, when knowledge is accumulated for the sake of knowledge, it is not very relevant. When it is applied to real life problems, it becomes meaningful. For this purpose, the individual has to be engaged in a job which makes use of knowledge. Man cannot live by bread alone because he is not an animal like cow, deer, or bird. He has a soul which needs to be satisfied through art and literature. It is these finer aspects of life that left man's life above that an animal's and make life beautiful and divine. Vocabulary exercise, fill in the blanks is there. First one is wasted, idle, never, seldom, rarely you may use, and diffidence, worthy. Next, Language activity dictionary work. Answer is here. Run away, win a prize easily. The talented students of the school run away with all prizes. Run down, knocked down with the vehicle. My brother was in danger of being run down by a speedy car. Run into, meet by chance. I run into my long lost friend in the market. Run out, use of or be used of. Ramesh could not send the article timely because he runs out of paper. Run around, search. I am running around for a good house. Go about, begin and carry on work. Since the deadline is approaching, I have to go about my work without wasting my time. Go away, go or vanish. After his father's accident, years about his future refused to go away from the Ramu's mind. Go ahead, permission and proceed. I don't mind at all. Go ahead and have more serving of the dessert. Go through, experience Saffer. During the recession, we had to go through a tough period. Go along, agree to shoot something. These curtains do not go along with the reach of hostility. Holsterly, holstery. Go into, investigate or inquire into. When the police went into the details of the case, they realized that the son himself was the murderer of the father. Son, S-O-N it is, not S-U-N. Take a back, surprise. I was taken back when the stranger walked straight into my house and settled down on the sofa. Take off, remove clothing, become airborne. Why don't you take off your coat? It is by warm inside. Take on, undertake a task or acquire a particular meaning or quality. The competition for the president's post has taken on a warlike quality. Take over, assume control and responsibility for. When she saw that I was ill, my mother took over the work of preparing lunch. Given below are some idioms and phrases used in the short story Work in Phase. Indulge in, enjoy or be happy. Don't indulge in gossip, it is a bad habit. Take task or a refinement scold. Sham was taken to task for dirtying the room. Come to pass, take place, happen. It come to pass that the elder was placed in the workers' paradise. Take charge of, assume or responsibility. Avenue president is taking charge of the committee's activity. Get the better of, win over. Bad people get the better of good people very easily. Be filled with off, throw off. Shake off your lethargy and start practicing for the competition. Set out for, start for a place. Mahesh has set out for Mumbai to look for a new job. Laugh at, mock at. Don't laugh at others' mistakes. Grammar revised, fill in the blanks with the a or an. Answers are given here. You see answers. All the articles they used here. Next, after that, fill the blanks with the suitable prepositions. Next, fill the blanks the suitable preposition article. ಸೊ ಡಿಯರ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ಇಲ್ಲಿಯವರೆಗೆ ನೀವು ನಿಮ್ಮ ನೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಚಾನಲ್ ಆಗಿರುವ ABG ಸ್ಪೋಕನ್ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ಗೆ ನೀವಿನ್ನೂ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಈಗ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಆಗಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು.